Hi, I'm Ed Traut from Prophetic Life Ministry. Glad you joined us today on our YouTube. Please make sure you subscribed and that you have clicked that notification button that we can let you know whenever we put up a new recording for you to learn from or to be part of. And also subscribe, and then of course like us. We want you to like us too, and tell a friend or two about our YouTube that it can be really utilized fully. Today, this Dream channel, this Dream series is to 6-minute short intervals of different topics on dreams, just to help people on their dream journey. So, dreams and the effect or the fullness of a dream, the purpose why God would even give a dream. It seems throughout the word that the dream actually has more effect than just God speaking a word sometimes. God could have easily told Peter that he had to go to the Gentiles, and he would have perhaps even argued with him. But because of the sheet-like vision that he had of a sheet-like object needing to eat these unclean animals, he made a clear heart and open mind. It got his attention. He was pondering on it. It drew him into a place of searching and seeking. We can see also with the Pharaoh, with Joseph, those dreams made such an impact on him that he was so willing to formulate a plan to survive this drought. He believed it. He knew it was something severe that he was being informed of. The 3 wise men did not go back the way they came. They were so impacted by a dream rather than someone just getting a prophetic word or some inspiration or just a sense. Pontius Pilate's wife, she had a dream. It bothered her so much that she had to tell her husband Pilate. And so you can see that she could have just felt, she may have just said to him, husband, I feel uneasy about him, or something, my spirit bothers me, or something just bothers me, but she had a dream. Dreams are impactful in your life. So here's the thing. So when the impact comes, what is God trying to do and reach in these dreams? Now we know, and I've told you on previous times, that we dream on average 6 to 8 dreams a night. It's the last part of our dream part where we're not as deeply sleeping. That's why we can come out of it with any kind of emotional or noise or something that disturbs us in the dream even. But the one we remember is one closest to our waking period, whether we're caused by the dream to wake up or just that we are surfacing. Either way, the dream that we get is one we remember, and it doesn't stay long in our conscious because it comes from our subconscious. Unless you rehearse it continually by writing it down, talking about it, retelling, thinking about it, you will forget most of those details. That's why it's, if you're a dreamer, given of God to be dreaming, wise it would be for you to write it down, record it, have your phone next to your bed, whatever it may be, to help record those dreams. Now, the impactfulness or the impact of the dream in your life is for you to pursue, because often you don't know what this could mean. Peter, when he had the vision like sheet object, he couldn't figure out what this is. Spiritualness, as educated as he was with the Lord, he didn't understand what this could possibly mean. So he was pondering with the meaning, and this happened repeatedly with him. He kept telling the Lord no. He realized God was trying to tell him something, but he was struggling with that impact. And so God had to do something that was outside of the normal framework of talking, because the next phase is where the Holy Spirit talks and says to him, Holy Spirit says to him that there are 3 men looking for you, go with them. And so that he could hear. That wasn't just a challenge for him, but it was certainly a challenge to hear from God about going to Gentiles. And so often in dreams will come because it's outside of your framework of reference. You can't accept it, or you dismiss it too easily, but the dream will bother you and follow you and disturb you until you surrender to the impact of that dream, how it will affect you. So, how do I know that particular dream is from God, not just something that emotionally upset me, or too much pizza last night, or just a crazy dream from the movie I saw? All these things are very possible, but the dream that you get from God will just impact your spirit, like Pharaoh, like the wise men that weren't followers of God necessarily. They certainly knew when they were getting a supernatural or a very important dream that needed their full attention. And so I strongly recommend that when you have that impact, to make an effort to write it down, especially if it happens on a regular basis. We have discussed before identifying the patterns. Search for that particular title throughout our dream series of patterns, because there's a pattern that you have whether you're dreaming for yourself, for someone else, or is it because you've been praying about something? There's a pattern that normally reoccurs with dreaming, and it can be God's way of guiding you. It could be God helping somebody else through you with your ministry. Like Pontius Pilate's wife, you have to identify those things. But the impact of that dream is usually emotional and quite astounding. And I can't say this enough, I repeat this often. If any part of it's symbolic, any part, then the whole thing has to be symbolic too. Not one part can be symbolic and one not, because you don't know where one stops and one ends. It has to be all symbolic. If that be so, then the people you dream of in your dream are certainly each one representing something. Please remember that always and try to identify what they could mean. Dreams are impactful. Take them seriously. God will speak to you. If you dismiss them, the impact will leave too. So I encourage you to write those dreams down. I'm Ed Traut from Prophetic Life Ministry. We have a website called propheticlife.com, and we have an app you can download. Please also subscribe to this. Tell your friends about this channel and like us, please. We look forward to seeing you. See you soon.